only thing you may want to do over here, if you lose some flavor after you add the spinach, you may want to add some more stew to it, some more spices to your taste, of course. But this is already looking like what I want. There are 4 of us around today, so this should be enough for all 4 people. After I finish cutting, then I'm going to peel the skin off, then put it in the pot to boil. Now, that's all. I'm taking out too much skin, but that's okay. Making sure to take out that part of the end. Okay, we're gonna give the yam a good rinse. Take out the rest of the skin that remains. Then we're gonna give it a good boil. Doesn't matter how you arrange, but for this experiment, I'm just making sure they all can stand up. Again, it doesn't matter how you arrange it. As you can see, not enough water to cover the yam, but I've boiled water in the kettle. I'm just gonna pour the boiled water on this part and then add some salt. And then the rest of the boiled water. Turn the heat to a little bit above medium, something like medium high. Add some salt. I don't know what the measurement is. I'm just gonna eyeball everything. That looks about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half, not too much. And let's wait for it to boil. The egusi itself, well, I've never really used red oil before, but today I'm going to use red oil. To be on the safe side, I'm just going to use about a little bit, like a tablespoon. It doesn't want to come out. So I'll just take something into the bottle to make this come out. So I'm just going to keep it safe, about a tablespoon. That's all I'm going to put. Maybe I add a little bit more depending on the redness of the stew. Okay, the tomato stew has been boiling for quite a while, maybe about 90 minutes. It's got stockfish inside it, and that's what I want to use as a base. I want to make sure I get all the stockfish. Or most of it is stockfish anyway. Right now the stew seems to be thick. Add some water. Turn on the heat. Now we're done with the main. The egusi is been in the freezer for about a day. So this is about a cup and a half. I'm not sure that I'm going to use everything because egusi is actually a protein. It's from gourd, and it clumps up, and when it gets to your stomach, it can just expand. So we'll see. In addition to that, I'm going to be using baby spinach. I think this is not too much because as soon as you put spinach in something hot, it just kind of like shrink and shriveled. So this should be fine. And leftover salmon, 2 pieces of salmon fillet. Also gonna go in there. I think it's time to add the egusi into the stew. I like to keep the clumps. So I'm gonna try not to break up the clumps as much as possible. I like this big one, but it's probably gonna break in there. Put a little bit more. And if the stew is too small, just have to make sure I add a little more stew to it. And that's plenty. And the rest go into the freezer. The yam is still boiling. Just a quick check. I think it's gonna boil for at least 20 more minutes. Because I don't want that strong spinach odor or flavor in the egusi. The egusi has its own heavy flavor anyway. There's no chopping. just take whatever we have here, just drop it into the egusi right away. The amount of spinach I'm using, the bag says 12 ounces. We've already used about 6 ounces of that in the previous cooking, so I think I'm adding 6 ounces of egusi into this here. So adding the rest of the spinach. I really want this to be chunky, that's why I add so much spinach. And of course the egusi as well. I took out some egusi from this one because it was becoming too thick. Right, we're done with the spinach. On the other side. The only thing you may want to do over here, if you lose some flavor after you add the spinach, you may want to add some more stew to it, some more spices to your taste, of course. But this is already looking like what I want. So I'm gonna go here, get some tomato sauce, just 1 cup, or half a cup. Another thing I don't like yet is it doesn't give me enough redness. So I'm gonna add some paprika, which I've not added before. So about half a teaspoon is enough. And I was right. The spinach is not even enough before because even half a bag, about 6 ounces, just shrank. Now, let's do a quick test. Another piece of this entree, as I said in the beginning, is going to be the main items are going to be the yam, which is already boiled, and then the plantain. But I'm not going to fry the plantain. The plantain is going to be cooked in air fryer. And I'm going to show you that in a second. I'm peeling the skin with the plantain. Let's position the camera just a bit. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna call it the same way they call plantain, which are like wedges. In this case, I'm just gonna do circular cuts. What I do next, squeeze some pepper into it. Maybe I should put oil first. That's okay. No salt, it's not needed. A little bit of olive oil. Then There is some pepper flakes. Turn around. Some more pepper flakes. There's no reason to salt this. That's just gonna add too much. You don't want too much salt in your food. Okay, that's it. All is needed now is to dunk it into the air fryer and we'll be done. Right now, the salmon left over from yesterday is ready to be added into the egusi. I want to make sure I remove the skin. Again, I just want to add it in chunks. Actually, I don't have to remove the skin because it's coming off quite easily. The second one. Okay. All these are just going to go into the egusi. Camera up just a bit. And in goes the salmon. Maybe this is a little too thick than I wanted, so I'm going to add some water to it. All around the edges. Because I add water, we'll lose the salt content. I'm just going to squeeze some salt into it. That's all. Right around. So the only remaining paste is for the plantain to be ready. We're going to get that started in a moment. For now, I can just taste it. Okay, test. A little bit of spinach, egusi. That is so damn good. We're just gonna pour all the plantain into the air fryer all at once, and I cut 4 of them. The temperature is gonna be 375, and the starting time will be 15. I'll check in about 15 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, all right, the plantain is ready from the air fryer, so I'm just going to plate everything. We have the Egusi stew right there, and then we have the yam fully cooked. Okay, plate it. Have you started?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to plate it. I'm going to add a plantain first. Okay. Then I'm going to add the yam. Let's get a little bit of yam. No, I don't like that one. So I'll take one more of this. Then, last but not the least, we'll add the Egusi stew to it. I think I want to dunk the egusi on top of the yam. Just wait. The stew has a stockfish. It's not readily available, but if you're close to African store, you probably could be able to get it. I'm in Los Angeles area, so I was able to get it. Next, I cook the egusi. What's in the egusi is the stew from the stew, of course, tomato, red pepper, and bits and pieces of stockfish. Spice as you like, as spice this as I like. Cumin, paprika, palm oil, a little bit of olive oil, and salt. Okay. Next, remove some of the stew, put it in the portion it out so that I could cook the egusi and spinach separately. So the egusi has the spinach and leftover salmon from yesterday. Cook the dodo in the air fryer and then plate everything with the yam that was just boiled. Again, the yam is from ethnic African store local here to us in Los Angeles. This time I'm going to take a chunk of yam with it and a piece of stockfish. Mm. I can eat this every night. That's it.